Welcome to Health Well for Us. This is Sveta, and in this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about how to make chicken bone broth. This bone broth tastes amazing, and it is simple to make. So right now, I'm going to show you the ingredients I use. I use an heirloom whole chicken or any raw chicken, as long as it's whole because you want the bones. I use organic whole carrots, celery, peppercorns, whole peppercorns, a whole onion, and also some bay leaves. So my first step is to wash the chicken. You always want to wash the chicken or leave it in a bowl of cold water so that all the kind of debris gets off of it. Then I fill up my soup pot with 5 quarts of water. I add 3 tablespoons of vinegar, and then I continue filling it with water. I use filtered water. Then I add the chicken. I need to go ahead and chop up my vegetables. I do not peel them. I add them to my stock. Then I chop up some celery. I add that also to the soup pot. I do not add any salt at this point. I go ahead and clean up the onion. I will drop a whole onion into the pot. Then I will add some peppercorns. I usually do about about a teaspoon. Then I add just a handful of bay leaves. In this case, I did 4. That's my usual number. So it is starting to simmer at this point, and that is looking perfect. You want a slow simmer. You don't ever want it to really boil. And this is what it looks like when it's been simmering all day. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit overnight. This broth has been simmering for about 12 hours, and it's about 9 p.m. It is still hot in the morning, and then I need to go ahead and strain it. These are my tools that I use to strain. It's a fine mesh sieve to catch all of the stuff. Then I take the meat out because I'm gonna go ahead and deal with it later. And as you can see, it is so tender, everything just falls apart. And as best as I can, I try to keep everything whole. And as you can see, I got really lucky. I was actually able to get almost a whole chicken out of there at once. But that does not always happen because the meat is so tender. This is what it looks like after I've taken everything out, and that is what the broth looks like. I need to obviously strain that, and I put it into a different pot because I'm going to make chicken noodle soup later. And this is my dog wanting some chicken. He loves this process, and he loves getting the little pieces at the end. So that is what the broth looks like. It's super rich. And at this point, it does not have any salt, and there's just a pure broth. Then I put it into a smaller container because I want to save it for a different recipe. I need to go ahead and pull the chicken apart. So I have all my tools right in front of me to make it easy, and a trash can under my feet because there is a lot of trash to be thrown away. I wash my hands right before, and I use my hands to pull everything apart. You have to watch for all the little bones. And even in this piece, you can't see it, but there is a bone right there. And using my fingers really helps me to control that and to make sure I don't leave any bones in my final chicken pieces. So this is what it looks like. There's a lot of leftovers and some weird little pieces that I always give to my dog. This is his favorite part of the whole morning, is when I give him all the little pieces to eat. And so this is the final product. I put everything in the fridge and I save it for later, and it lasts me about a week. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to see more content on this channel. Until next time, this is Sveta. Bye.